welcome back. Let's talk to the CEO, George B. He is the CEO of US Gold Corp, the mnemonic, the ticker USAU. George, very good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
I was going to say, as it's December the 1st, I'm going to say Happy Christmas. First time, in 12 months, because I haven't seen you for 12 months, have I? So,
no, this is an annual event.
Yeah,
so
wonderful.
Good to see you.
I assume you're over for Mines and Money?
Yeah.
Okay, so good luck on that. A little bit of data. Your shares are up 180% year to date, trading at $17.26. You've got a NASDAQ quote, market cap 250 million, and more importantly, a market analyst's upside target of $25.30, which is the consensus. You've had a good year.
No, it's all coming together very nicely. We have a gold and copper project. It's principally gold, fully permitted in Wyoming. So we know the rules of the game in Wyoming, USA. And as a consequence of the gold price going up, copper price going up, fully permitted, risk off, we're into production very shortly.
Well, as they say, okay, that you are fully permitted, I should say, and you're in a shovel-ready status.
Yeah, look, I hope to be breaking ground as soon as this month. We're coming into winter in Wyoming. Is
that rough?
It's pretty windy,
Right.
pretty cold, but we've had a very mild winter so far. But yeah, we'll be breaking ground, and our feasibility study is coming out. We'll get our first look at the numbers this month, and it'll be published in the coming year, probably January timeframe.
Okay, so I saw a headline that the project hosts an estimated 1.7 million ounces of gold reserves.
Yeah, and you know what we did was we have 1 million contained ounces of gold, 260 million contained pounds of copper that's in our initial 10-year plan. It goes well beyond that, and in due course we will make the project bigger. But what we wanted to do was essentially prove up the value proposition for that first increment, and then get it permitted, and avoid dilution in drilling off the rest until we're ready.
Understood. In terms of gold, okay, it hit a 1 month peak. This morning it was 42.80 in the front month. I see that there's some big banks are saying gold is going to go higher in 2026. Okay, you've got potentially further interest rate cuts. This has got to be good news for the underlying instrument.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. As you look at the uncertainty in the markets today, we are very bullish on gold, but we're also bullish on copper. Copper is our other product. We have a little bit of silver. Silver's going great as well, but our main revenue sources will be the gold that we produce. But copper really is very attractive for the smelters at the moment because they have a deficit of supply. So it's all hitting on full cylinder.
Well, markets thrive on rumours. So there's a rumour there's a massive short in the silver market. There's rumours about Bitcoin. But in terms of rumours with gold, gold is old. I was always told that, okay, and unlike some of these new asset classes. Why is this based on interest rates? Is this really based on economic uncertainty, or is this because obviously the geopolitical situation? Why has gold rallied like a homesick angel?
Well, look, from the perspective that it's tangible, it's been around thousands of years. You can't conjure up gold out of the ether. You can't print it. So from that perspective, it has always been and will always be a safe harbor for wealth. So again, with all the uncertainty, we see the gold price, and there's all sorts of projections for the future.
Right. Well, I'm always interested in shareholder lists because I think if basically the ownership by the management skin in the game, so you said circa 20% is held by insiders, and I see in terms of the actual shareholder list, you've got circa 55% retail holding and 25% institutional. They must be backing you heavily, right?
Well, I don't think they're terribly unhappy at this point.
Right.
They've done very well, and look, we are we're in the game with them. With 20% management and insider holding. We focused on our initial proposition. We didn't dilute our shareholders and ourselves. Because we have a common interest in making this thing go higher. I think we have a good shareholder base, very supportive, and lots of folks that want to get involved in the story.
Understood. Well, to wrap up, I'm going to put my old hedge fund hat on, okay? And, everything was about high conviction. Can you give me 3 good reasons why I should consider having your shares in my portfolio for 2026?
Well, look, it's not only our own projections, but we've got a number of analysts that project us into the sort of mid-20 range from our current share price of 15, 16, 17. But beyond that, as you look at where we're going from here, now that we're on the cusp of getting into production, starting to generate cash flow, we can expand our existing ore body, and then we get zero value for some incredible assets in Nevada and Idaho, exploration assets, which we can then turn our attention to. And on top of that, this is a mine which is located 100 miles away from Denver. We have a market for our waste rock, and that's not baked into our current numbers at the moment. So, the aggregate's going to be the sort of icing and cherry on the top of the cake, and then the exploration upside. So I think, stay tuned. You're going to see a lot more interest.
Okay. Well, on that note, hopefully we'll see you next Christmas with some more potential upside, right?
Of course.
Happy Christmas, George B., CEO of US Gold Corp. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.